One of the things that's really popular is software training using PowerPoint. You don't have to do just screenshots, which is something that is common, but you can now screen record within PowerPoint. So this becomes really easy because it'll allow you to create a video within PowerPoint that you can then save out and mix in and out with your other PowerPoint recordings to create that video so you can have a multimedia experience that you provide to people. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how to make that work. One of the other things that I wanted to share with you was if there was a question of the quality of the video that you're going to get out of recording in PowerPoint, pretty much every tutorial that you've watched that I've put together has been a screen recording in PowerPoint. So I'm using the tools that I'm recommending to you to present this material. So if you're happy with the quality that you're seeing coming out of my material, then you should be able to get the same exact quality when you screen record on your end. So I'm going to be going through a PowerPoint myself here with you, and part of the problem is this process doesn't allow you to screen record itself. So I had to do screenshots to show you that. So that's why it's going to be a little more static than some of the other tutorials. But at a conceptual level, what's happening is you have two applications open. You have PowerPoint open, which is number one here, and then you have a second application, whatever it is that you're going to screen record, which would be under number two there. So in PowerPoint presentation number one, you're going to hit the screen recording button. And then what it's going to allow you to do is record whatever is on the second thing. If it's another PowerPoint presentation, if it's a Word document, if it's a video, if it's some application that you're doing training for, any of that, that's the other application. And then when you're done, it will take that recording and make a video of it and put it in the PowerPoint presentation that is number one on the screen there. And then you can save that out as an external video that you can add into your larger video. I know that's a lot of words, and let's see if we can show you how this works. Okay, so if we're inside of PowerPoint, you're going to go to the Insert tab, and you can see the Insert tab over here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go over to the far right corner. In the far right corner, you'll see here it says Screen Recording. You're going to want to click that. Once you do, PowerPoint will go away and the other application will now show. And if it's not the application that you want to record because you've got multiple applications open, you could go down to the bottom and pick from your taskbar whatever application it is that you want to share. But you're going to get this little taskbar here that shows up at the top. And this is where you would do your recording. So you have a record button. So when you're ready to record, you'd click that. When you want to stop, you would click this one here. There will be a pause button that shows up once you're in record mode. This middle button here allows you to select the area of the screen that you're going to record. So if you only want to record part of the screen, you don't have to record the whole screen. This is if you want to record audio narration at the same time. If you don't do this, then you're going to have a little more difficulty later on when you're trying to edit your videos and sync up your audio and your video at the same time. But some people find that hard to speak and record at the same time. And then this last one is, do you want to record the pointer, the mouse pointer on the screen? So if you're doing software training, you probably do. If you're just recording some other presentation or something like that, you might not want it to be there. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do before you do anything else is you're going to want to click Select Area. And what it's going to do is it's going to give you a little plus, and you'll be able to use that plus to select the area of the screen, which you see here in the red outline. So that would be the area of the screen that actually gets recorded. Most of the time, I'm going to assume that you want the whole screen. So you would drag from the upper corner down to the bottom corner, and that would select the whole screen. Okay, then you hit the record button. And see how now there's a pause button here that has appeared? The record button has gone away. What will happen is you'll get a 3, 2, 1 countdown. And then once that countdown is done, you are now live and you are recording. That's how you know that you're recording. And you can see here, you can click the Windows logo key plus Shift plus Q, or you can just go up here and click the stop button. So once you've done that, you've done your entire recording, you'll get a video. So this is now a video inside of PowerPoint. You can see that there's a play bar down here. And if you were to click play, this video would play. We're not in that kind of a mode right now. I'm in a screenshot mode, so I can't do that for you. But you can see that. One thing I do want to mention here while I'm thinking about it, this little toolbar at the top, it pops in and out. See, I can bring it in and I can bring it out. So you have to be careful because there is a tendency, I've seen people do it, where they'll put their mouse up here to hit the record button, and they hit the record button and then they leave their mouse there. And they think that it's not going to record that toolbar. It does. You want to move your mouse off of that toolbar and make sure it goes away before you continue recording. Once you've got this video in PowerPoint, what do you do with it? How do you take advantage of that? Well, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to right click on that video and you can do some editing. There's very rudimentary editing here, so I would not recommend using PowerPoint as a video editor. Also, I've found that when you edit a video here, like you trim the front and the end, when you publish out the PowerPoint presentation as a video, it doesn't remember that. So it'll play that whole video. So it's not a very good editor, and I wouldn't recommend this. I would recommend using something like Adobe Premiere as your video editor. You can right click on that video and you'll get this link here that says Save Media As. Well, when you click that, it'll let you save it out as an MP4 video that you can then take into your video editor and do whatever you want with it. And now you've removed that video from PowerPoint. That's how you do this. That's how you do the screen recording. And it's actually not very complicated. The hardest part that I've seen people have trouble with is the moving the mouse and speaking at the same time. So you might need to practice that a little bit. I also don't recommend that you have a written script and that you try and read a script. You're better off working off of like note cards or a piece of paper or something like that that gives you the key topics and the key things you're going to talk about, and then just kind of riff off of that rather than trying to be scripted, because it makes you more natural and it allows you to focus on what's on the screen as opposed to you trying to read your notes and match to the screen at the same time. So that's it.